What's up, people? It's me again, here for episode 3 of Hot Home Summer. Sorry about yesterday, lost all my stuff. Long story, not going to get into it, but we are going to get into these houses today. We're over at the Estate Series offered by Meritage Homes. We went to the Reserve Series on yesterday, so if you happen to be interested in that particular line of products or homes, they were on our episode from episode 2. So they were in that one. We're going to go into the estate side today, which is a few different floor plans. Check and see what those are and how they differ from the ones we saw in our last episode. Let's get it. Alrighty, people. So we're going into the Jubilee Floor Plan. This is actually one of my favorite floor plans also. I actually lived in it once as a rental property, and that's where I fell in love with Meritage Homes, if you want to know. So this one's 4 bedrooms. It should be 3 baths. I don't want to say that until I actually see them. But it is just over 2,000 square feet. So if this is something you are looking for, let's hop into it. This is going to be the bedroom at the front of the house. This one should also have its own bathroom, so it's considered an ensuite. So this one, full bath here, those nice deep tubs that I love by Meritage. It's got a decent sized closet here with actual 2 shelves, one up top, one at the bottom. Can you see that? And the size of the room, if I say, okay, what can you put in here? I know for a fact a twin can go. But I think you can do very comfortably a full-size bed if you do a queen, because of the shape of the room. You might not be able to find anywhere to put it comfortably. So keep that in mind for the ensuite room that's at the front of the house, if this is a floor plan for you. I always love this little section here. This was my key table that I put here, where my mail table, you know, whatever you want to call it, right here at the front of the house, this little cutout, or you can do a bookshelf, or what do you call those, the little benches where you sit and put your shoes on and off. You can put one of those there. So there's a lot of options for that little space there. Now here's your kitchen. You're just going to hop right into it here. And again, these floor plans, all of these homes actually, are going to come fully equipped with washer, dryer, and refrigerator. Gas stove, because this is a gas community. Here's your pantry here. And this was the first time I realized that I need a pantry in my life, honestly. I can't go back to not having a pantry or a garage for that matter. Oh, look, y'all, they got the fancy microwaves. They got the microwaves that with the button that push on the front. It say it's Wi-Fi enabled, child. I don't need all that. That's too much. But that's fancy. Okay, they stepped up their game. I didn't do that on the last one because it didn't even catch my attention, but it caught it today. You got these farm sinks here, which are pretty cool. Granite countertops. Again, here's another little mudroom area if you wanted to make this into where you drop everything off when you come through the garage. You have another closet here that you can make into an extra pantry if you need it, honestly. If you don't need anywhere to hide your broom and dustpan and all that stuff. The garage, all of garages, I'm gonna stop going in garages unless it's like something fancy about them, because they don't look the same. And I'm seeing one, nope, that's not it. Let me see. I was checking to see if that was an outlet, but it's not. It's just one of those things, I guess, for like internet or whatever. But you do have 2 outlets on this wall here. That would probably be the one you use for your soft water, because it is looped for it. Water heater again, and well, actually there's another outlet there also. And then you have an outlet over here that you can use for like an extra refrigerator or deep freezer if you want to put those in your garage. So again, Meritage Homes, you're gonna get your pendant lights already installed. You're gonna get your chandelier already installed. This is the house as it is being sold. This is not a model. This is the house that if you decided you want it, you're gonna get it. Here's your dining area here, and then here's gonna be your living room area. And you actually have enough space to function in your living room area. Now we're gonna do a little different today, and since we're already looking at it, we're just gonna go ahead and go in the backyard. Now, because these homes are a little longer than the homes we saw yesterday, you got a nice long patio here. But pre-wired for fans, already has lights back here. This particular home is like the ones we saw on yesterday's episode. They back up to nothing right now. So again, if you're looking for a home that does not have neighbors behind you, this one is one to consider. It's not a super duper deep backyard, but again, it is big enough to be functional, depending on who does your landscaping and how well they do it. So I'm gonna head back inside And you've got the smaller tile in this one. Small tile equals more grout. I hate grout. Jeez, I hate grout. We'll get into that again in another conversation. I just hate grout. So this is where your teen area is going to be over here. So laundry room, nice big laundry room, shelving above the washer and dryer. I don't see any additional outlets that are already here. So if you wanted to use maybe this corner here for that extra refrigerator, you would have to put another outlet in. So keep that in mind. Here's your bathroom. This is the second bathroom of the house. Now this is the bathroom that everybody else is going to use. There's a bedroom up front that has its own bathroom. Obviously the primary bedroom has its own bathroom. This is the only other bathroom for everybody else in the house and for your guests. So this is the one you got to keep clean at all times. You've got shelving here for your linen, that deep tub that I love, and you actually have 2 sinks in here. Again, why you have 2 sinks in the second bathroom, I don't know, but you know, whatever. I'd take the counter space over the sink because that's just more stuff to have to clean. But who am I? All right, so this is your, what we call the teen room or extra den. So here's what you could do. Because remember, this is the bathroom that everybody uses, including your guests. If you wanted to separate this section off, like say it's just you and maybe your parents are moving in and they want their own wing of the house, you can install a door here. And then they have 2 bedrooms that they can go between, as well as a small little living room here. So here's one of the bedrooms. So this is bedroom number 2. Size-wise, you can easily get I think up to a queen size bed in here. If you did a full, it's probably going to eat up the room. Can be done because of the way it's shaped, but it's going to be a little tight. If you did a king, if you do a queen, I think you'll be fine. Closets, same closets as before, so nothing really much to talk about there. Now, the one that I lived in did not have this closet. I love this closet because I'm all about being able to put stuff. Y'all know I am about my storage. So you get an extra closet in this new version of the Jubilee, and that is wonderful. Here's bedroom number 3. Bedroom number 3 is actually the twin to, no, it's not. It is somewhat a twin, and that's just because of where the closet sits. So in the model we had, they were literal twins. Both rooms were the same. This one, because it's not shaped different, but it's oriented differently. I would say, again, queen size. You could do king size. You're not going to have much space for anything else. But if you needed to, you probably could make a king size work in here. Strangely enough. It's amazing what you can put in these rooms. All right, so we're going to go to the primary here in the back. And the primary, again, you got your own wing of the house back here. You have this little section that you can put a shoe rack or a bookshelf or some kind of little cute decorative table there. And then here's your bedroom here. And this bedroom is a free-for-all. Do what you want. Any size bed will do. Here's your bathroom here. Now, unlike the ones we saw, these do not have a separate tub. Boo. But it does have a nice shower. Double sinks here at the back. Double sinks at the back, so everybody gets a sink. You can use this wall for extra shelving, but it would take away your leg room on the sinks here. The toilet room is here. You do have a little corner here that you can put some shelving if you needed to, you know, keep extra stuff somewhere. And the closet's not too bad. I'm not mad at the closet. Again, this is a 2,000 square foot house, so I'm not upset with the size of the closet. But this is the Jubilee floor plan. And again, if it's something that fits your lifestyle, your budget, let me know. We'll get you in here in person so you can start staging where your furniture is going to go. And we're going to head to the next house. All right, so next up on our home tour for today, we're going to check out the Mason floor plan. Now, this one's a little over 1,800 square feet, still a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, but it's only listed at about $360. So if that's your price range, this is your house. Let's go take a look. All right, so hopefully I don't break my phone by the time this is all said and done. We're headed into the Mason. Let's turn on some lights for you. So this is a floor plan I'm unfamiliar with, so we're just gonna take this step by step. So right in the beginning of the house, is going to be bedroom number 1. Bedroom number 1, size-wise, full size, queen size, debatable. Definitely twin, obviously. So you can do that. So clearly these rooms are a little bit smaller in this one. Same closet though, so you're not losing anything there. Here's going to be your front bathroom here. Again, you got those double sinks, nice big mirror, hi, deep tubs that I like. Still got that same tile. So the tile in this one's not different from the tile in the last one we just saw. Here's bedroom number 2. Bedroom number 2, size-wise, again, if you do anything bigger than a queen size bed, you're not gonna have a whole lot of room space. You can do a full size easily. Queen, because of the way this room is shaped, might be a little harder to do, but I think it's workable. Again, here's your closet. Nothing too extra there. Across the hall is going to be bedroom number 3. Bedroom number 3 is very similar to bedroom number 2. Again, if you try to do anything bigger than a full-size bed, you're going to lose a lot of your footprint. Here's your closet here. But I mean, you got to do what you got to do sometimes. So if you need to put a king-size bed, just be prepared not to put nothing else in here. That's all I got to say on that one. Here's going to be your front closet right by bedroom number 3. So either that can be bedroom number 3's extra closet, or that can be your extra closet for your extra stuff. Here's your hallway here. It's still a good size hallway where you don't have to worry about too much scratching up your walls. Here's your laundry room here. Now this laundry room is clearly bigger than the Jubilee. And you get shelving here. So I'm gonna guesstimate that this might be your pantry, but we'll find out here shortly. And then again, you've got this little space over here. So if you wanted to put an extra refrigerator or a deep freezer, you do have space to put it in the house and not have to put it in your garage. Here's your kitchen here. No, guess what, y'all? There's a pantry. So that's just extra storage in the laundry room. That's your linen closet. Pantry's good. It's same size as the Jubilee, or very similar in size. This one again has that dark espresso cabinet package here. Here's your living room. So the difference between this one, the Mason, and the Jubilee has to be the size of the living room, because and the orientation of it. So in that one, you've got kitchen, dining room, living room. And this one, there is some separation. That's going to be your dining room back in that corner there. And then here's your kitchen here. And again, you're going to get that fancy microwave that I somehow missed yesterday. I don't even know. Backyard-wise, what are we doing? Let's see. You get a smaller patio on this floor plan. But, I mean, you can always extend it if you wanted to. But the backyard actually does look bigger because it's a shorter house than the one we just saw. So again, you're going to get more yard in this one. You still get the same amount of bedrooms. It's just, you know, how much space do you really need, I guess, is what it's going to boil down to. Or what floor plan, what orientation of the floor plan do you like? That matters too. Here's going to be your primary bedroom here. Now, the primary bedroom is... You can put anything in there, because you can always put a king against that wall. And then this could be where your TV or your dressers or whatever go over here. And then you can walk, you should have some walk space in this area. I'm just trying to visualize without an actual bed being here. So I think you can be just fine in this room no matter how big your bed is. Don't worry about that. Here is your bathroom. Now, in this bathroom, you're going to get this extra space here, so you can clearly put some shelving or a little stand or a little, what do you call it, bench, if you want to have a sit down and, you know, lotion up. You don't get a lot of counter space again, but that's okay because you have all the space over here that you can put shelving or something similar. Here's your shower here. It's basically the same shower as the last house, so you're not losing or getting anything extra. Here's your toilet room here. And here is your closet. I'm not mad at the closet. Again, this is an 1,800 square foot house. So size of the closet does not hurt me at all. And you get this little shelf area where you can either put towels, shoes, whatever else. So you do have some extra storage within the closet itself. So I'm not mad at this, actually. Not even a little bit. So we're going to take ourselves on to the next floor plan. And then we're going to wrap up our Meritage tours, because I think at that point we have hit all of the floor plans that are available in the East Valley. All right, headed to the last house. See you there. All right, so last up is the true baby of the bunch. This is the Holly floor plan. It's just under 1,400 square feet. It is a true starter home, or if you're looking to downsize, this home might be the one for you. It's only 3 bedrooms, but that's okay. Let's see what this 3-bedroom has to offer. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at the Holly. Now the Holly just gets right into it. So you come through the door and there's this little area here where you can put like a little small, what do you call it, thin table here to put your keys and stuff there. But then here are your 2 bedrooms at the front of the house here. So here's bedroom number 1. Size wise, we're looking full size at best. I think if you do anything bigger than a full size bed, you are lying to yourself in this one. This is a true first time buyer. I'm just moving out of an apartment and want my own house. Like, not being funny. 1 sink in the bathroom, yay. Deep tub, at least you still get that. It looks like this one has the same flooring that the last 2 had. So it's the same package that's going to be offered in this one. There's different versions, different packages, and that'll be something we can talk about in person, what those different packages look like for you. So this is bedroom number 2. Bedroom number 2, again, anything bigger than a full-size bed, you're not really going to get much room. You can do, let me rephrase that, you can do what you want. So if you need to put a queen-size bed in here, go for it. Just know I'm in the corner of the room right now. So use your imagination. Here's your closet here. Looks the same as all the other closets. It may be a little bit shorter than the closets, but that's just because we're looking at a smaller house. So we're gonna go down the hallway here. Here's going to be, again, where you can put a little bench or table to come out of your garage and drop stuff off. Here's your laundry room here. So you're not gonna get a big laundry room, but you get a laundry room, so yay. And then here is going to be your living area here. So it's the similar layout as the Mason, with the living room over here, right? Then you've got your dining area back here. So there is separation between those 2 areas. And then here's your kitchen here with your pantry. Now, since this is a smaller house, let's see what this pantry looks like. Yay, you still get a nice pantry. So I'm thinking all of these houses have the same size pantry for the most part. Now there were a couple that had some bigger pantries, but for the most part, you're not gonna lose that space, is what I'm saying. Now, also keep this in mind, smaller house, bigger yard. So check out the backyard on this one. You're gonna have a smaller patio area, but it's still functional. It still keeps you out of the sun. Here's your backyard here. You got plenty of space in this backyard. That's plenty of space for pool, for children play area, for whatever you want to do in this backyard. And again, now this particular home backs up to nothingness. So if you don't want a neighbor behind you for the foreseeable future, then this is a home to consider. Now we're gonna go back in and take a look at what everybody wants to know about in this house. What does that primary bedroom do? So let's go ahead and check that out. Over here, around this corner, and here you go. Oh, you got a nice sized room. This is not bad at all. You can still do a king size bed in here. Shower, sinks, shelving. Now the closet's a little bit smaller. Here's your toilet room here. Nothing fancy there. But check out the closet. Look, it even goes over there and hides in the corner. So this is functional. Oh, this is so cute. Hey, parents, if you got some 20-year-olds, send them to this house. Send them to this house like ASAP. Oh, super cute. All right, so this is our last home of the day. We are still, again, visiting the Meritage built homes. So if you saw something that you like, you know how to reach me, 623-207-7146. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Talk to you later. Bye.